All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to Promotech. Thanks for tuning in. One UI 9 isn't trying to impress you. It's trying to retrain you. And the dangerous part is, most people won't even notice it happening. These are the kinds of changes that feel invisible at first, but a few weeks later, your entire muscle memory with your phone is different. Let's dive right into the video, because the now bar is where this shift becomes obvious. On the surface, yeah, it's cleaner, easier to read, slightly more animated. But look closer, and you'll notice Samsung is quietly turning it into a decision layer. Information is being repositioned to catch your eye faster. Interactions like long press are being pushed forward, and suddenly you're not just viewing updates. You're acting on them instantly. Compare that to One UI 8.5, where the now bar felt like a passive strip of info. This one feels like it's pulling your attention on purpose. And if that continues, it starts competing with your notifications, not supporting them. Then you move to widgets, and this is where things get a little uncomfortable. Samsung shifting from rounded to sharper edges isn't just design, it's control. Softer UI makes you feel relaxed. Sharper UI makes you focus. Put One UI 8.5 and One UI 9 side by side, and the newer one feels tighter, more structured, almost like it's guiding how you scan your screen. Samsung might give you customization options, but the default matters more than people think, because most users never change it. So the real question is, are these design tweaks about aesthetics or about subtly directing user behavior? Now, the gallery update, this one is sneaky. Live thumbnail previews for selected images sounds like a small quality of life feature, but completely changes how you handle content. Before, you were selecting blindly, trusting taps and memory. Now, you're constantly seeing, confirming, adjusting in real time. It removes hesitation. It speeds you up. And when you compare it to older versions, it's clear Samsung is optimizing for people who deal with large batches, creators, editors, even casual users managing hundreds of photos. It's less about viewing, more about control. Quick pause, and this actually connects to something bigger. If you're the type who notices these small shifts and wants even more control, that's where platforms like Walverse or Wolver start to make sense. It's not about replacing One UI, it's about extending it. Samsung is opening the door with subtle changes, and tools like that push it further, especially for people who don't like being limited by default behavior. Coming back, there's a pattern here that's hard to ignore. Samsung isn't adding loud features. They're rewriting how existing ones behave. The now bar becomes interactive, widgets become intentional, gallery becomes faster. These are behavioral upgrades, not visual ones. And that's a completely different strategy compared to what we've seen before. And real quick, over 70% of you watching aren't subscribed. If you're into catching these deeper shifts before everyone else realizes them, then you're already thinking differently. Subscribing just connects you to a community that actually pays attention to this stuff. Now here's the part nobody's really talking about. If One UI 9 is already influencing how you look, tap, and decide without you realizing it, what happens when Samsung layers AI on top of this in the next version? At that point, is it still your phone, or is it starting to guide you more than you think? Take care and stay safe. I'll see you in the next one soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.